episode of the espn standings for the HFL. We want to recap what happened in Week 6, the massive AFC-NFC showdown between Mr. Delia's class and the better class, Mr. Trimble. So, on with this week's scores. Why don't I kick it off to you, Mr. Delia? That's what you got.
The first score, the Cowboys lassoed the Ravens, 45.8 to 43-16. The Eagles flew to victory with a 45.75 to the Steelers' measly 41.17.
Talking a little trash, I see. Cleveland Browns, the state of Ohio. I have good news for you. Not only did the Browns defeat the Washington Redskins 47.08 to 43.25, but your fellow Cincinnati Bengals also reigned victorious, beating the puny Giants by a score of 44.17 to 44. By the way, yes, that was a difference of only 0.17.
Too close, just
too close.
The 49ers mined themselves the victory with a 45.75 to 43.14 victory over the so-called Titans. The Seahawks,
previously undefeated Titans.
Yeah, that was a big upset.
Big upset.
The Seahawks took off with a 45.37 win over the lowly Texans. It was a rout.
It was a rout indeed. We can't win every week.
Hey, it happens.
What happened between the Jaguars and the Rams?
Jaguars and the Rams just crushed the Jaguars. 45.57 to 43.5. A 4-point win.
Just so you know, though, take heart, period 2, not all was lost. The Indianapolis Colts, the previously winless Indianapolis Colts get their first tick in the win column with a victory over the Arizona Cardinals. The final was 45.71 to 39.75. I believe that's what we call a shellacking.
It was. I was very disappointed in my Cardinals. All right, the Bears.
Get
off the schneid with their first victory, 45 to 44.67 over the Patriots.
Oh, yes, that was very close. But you know what? Congratulations, Bears and Colts, first win of the season.
When they were 0-4, they were unbearable. But this victory puts them at 1-5, and they are the NFC Team of the Week.
Let me double check. How many games do they have in first place now?
Only 2 games back.
That is crazy. Go Bears. We expect big things from you in the future. Bears. Go Bears. I've got the Dolphins who swam to victory all over the Green Bay Packers, 45 to 41.15. I've also got the Buffalo Bills getting the better of the Detroit Lions, 45.66 to 45. Again, another nail biter. And last but not least, in the game of the week, the New York Jets, beat the Minnesota Vikings, 48.43 to 45.25. Go Jets.
That really hurt. That did hurt. Well, the next one we have, it's yours because you have the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me handle the Raiders and the Chargers. In the AFC West, in their battle versus the NFC South, the Oakland Raiders, they were able to pillage their way to victory over the Atlanta Falcons, 49 to 46.42. And the San Diego Chargers gave a shock to the Carolina Panthers, 47.7 to 44.83. Go Bolts.
Okay. Well, the NFC bounced back. The Saints defeated the Broncos.
They came marching in.
They did. They came marching in, and they rode the Broncos to victory. 45 to 40.7. The Broncos were horsing around too much for that game.
Obviously.
The Ambassadors on a 3-game winning streak, previously in 3 and only 2 games back, tied for the number 8 spot in the playoffs right now. A few points behind, but they are 3-3. They edged the Steamers, 48.2 to 47.31. Now, another close game.
Let me get this straight. Didn't you have a big in-season trade?
Yes, I did. There was a big swap. And since then, the Ambassadors are 3-0.
We might have to watch out for the Ambassadors in the future. They could be the team to beat. But for now, the team to beat in the titanic struggle between the previously undefeated Jacksonville Sharks and the Honolulu Hawaiians, who did have 1 loss on their record. Well, the Honolulu Hawaiians even that up a little bit because they were the ones who beat the Sharks by a score of 50.57 to 49.28. Believe it or not, the Sharks scored a 49.28, but still came up a little short. Go Hawaiians, team of the week.
Do you
in the
know
NFC.
that was the highest score in the NFC, and they still lost.
Still, you know
If
what?
they would have won, they would have been team of the week.
Can't say I blame you on that one. The San Antonio Wings, they flew to victory over the Memphis South in 49.86 to 41, and the Portland Thunder came out victorious over the Birmingham Vulcans, 49.9, another very good score, to the Birmingham Vulcans, 42.25. So we've got a lot of victories. It appears as though 11 teams from my team won, 9 teams from his team won. So it's fairly even, although there is one score that has been conspicuously absent. That is because initially the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had beaten the Kansas City Chiefs, but it turns out that there was a league error. So, in the interest of fairness, what Mr. Delia and I did, we had a conversation. We gave both teams the win. It appears as though the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers both got W's this week.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
You have the AE after error win for the Chiefs, and the BE before error win for the Bucs. So it's only fair both teams get a victory.
Both teams get a victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this week of SportsCenter ESPN HFL matchups. We look forward to seeing you next week, week 7, when we do this for one more week. And will the AFC remain victorious over the lowly NFC?
The NFC will come back next week. They are determined to whomp on the AFC.
Sounds like he's dreaming, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, we will see you next week. Enjoy ESPN Maplewood.
Right back at you.